Hi, my name's Darren Smith. I had a 10-year career in the NBL, spanning 4 different teams in a few different states, but it all started here in Hobart in Tasmania, and really looking forward to getting behind the JackJumpers. I grew up playing basketball in Melbourne and Victoria, and from a little club there, Vermont Vultures, and then progressed into playing Siebel, or what was now NBL 1, with the Nunawading Spectres, and had trained a couple of times with some NBL teams, and I think I got referred through to the Tassie Devils coach, Bill Tomlinson at the time, by a coach in Melbourne, who suggested maybe you should have a look at this kid coming through. So Bill asked me to fly down and have a couple of sessions with the team. And so I trained, and he must have liked what he saw, so he offered me a contract, and I couldn't have signed fast enough. It was all pretty new to me. I'd been offered some scholarships in the States, and I'd committed to a school originally, college in California. But then when the option came to come down here and join an NBL team, I decided to pursue that path instead. As a young guy, I'd travelled a little bit, but not a lot. I didn't know anyone in Hobart at the time, or Tassie really. So it was a little bit daunting, but I settled in quite quickly. The club had great players, good people, so I made it pretty comfortable. It was a tough learning curve. That first year we only won 2 games, so it was pretty tough. But after looking back at my entire NBL career, those years in Tassie was some of my fondest, and primarily because of the people. My teammates were fantastic. We had a great time as young men, playing basketball for a living, playing around Australia, and those days were really big crowds, and we fought hard every game, and I think people in Tasmania really respected that and appreciated it. Basketball was huge. Played everywhere, and I was obviously living in Hobart, but in the off season I'd go up and play in the coastal roster and played for Wynyard, and just saw that basketball in little pockets all around the state people were so passionate and really good players, very physical, really tough, highly skilled. It was really good to get around the state and play against all these different guys, and then the crowd here with the Devils, was really passionate, very, very supportive. So it was a nice transition for me. Sydney Kings was the next stop. So I remember the big thing I appreciated about Sydney was, I think for the first full 12 months I wore shorts every day, coming from June, July, winters in Hobart to sunny, beachy Sydney was fantastic. And just a different environment, different team, different culture, it was a really good experience as well. So I ended up playing about 10 seasons in the NBL, with Hobart, Sydney Kings, the Titans, and then the Victoria Giants. Before I hung up the boots pretty young. I think I was only 29, and I had a family. I had a couple of daughters at that stage as well, so I was looking to probably just to cement into a career outside of basketball at that stage. I didn't do a lot of coaching until one of my daughters started to really demonstrate some interest, and so I jumped in and sort of helped out with her teams, and she was lucky enough to be ended up being quite accomplished and really talented athlete. So that was a lot of fun. Driving around Melbourne and coaching and talking about basketball with your daughter, and watching her grow up in the game. Really satisfying for me, and then watching her go off to college and then get drafted to the WNBA. It's been a really exciting adventure for us as a family to see her embrace the game, and now hopefully looks like she'll be a member of the Opals team at Tokyo as well. It's really overdue to have an NBL team back in Tasmania. I think that the basketball community here has been kind of starved of that level of basketball for a number of years, and so it's super exciting. I'm going to get right behind it. I can't wait to see who the team is and them in action, and being able to see the talent coming back down here. I'm genuinely excited about having the JackJumpers. When Scott reached out to me and asked me to be a member of the Bloodline group, it was really humbling. I saw the names that were on the list, and a pretty impressive list of people that have had an influence in the game here. And so for me to be a part of that was really, really humbling. And I'm happy to support the team as much as I can. So yeah, looking forward to it.